Famous York Hall in Bethnal Green, a night of professional boxing brought to you by TM14 Promotions in association with Mo Pryor. Live and direct with FightZone. Out live as we speak. You can live it again when you get home. The action will be waiting there for you. On we go. 4 rounds of boxing in the lightweight division. Introducing to you first, making his way to the blue corner. Let's hear it for Engel. And his opponent, facing across the ring, boxing out of the red corner this afternoon, another unbeaten boxer. Let's hear it, Sonny, the instigator, Hardy! So introduce both of the boxers to you. 4 rounds of boxing in the lightweight division is where we're heading. Introducing to you first, boxing out of the blue corner this evening. He has the blue trunks with the gold trimming. On the scales, 137 pounds and 2 ounces. Boxing out of Bratislava in Slovakia, originally from Nicaragua, Engel. And his opponent, facing across the ring this evening, he is boxing out of the red corner. On the scales, 134 pounds and 4 ounces. He has the colours of the mighty West Ham, claret and blue, the mighty Irons, with his name emblazoned across the waistband. He is an unbeaten boxer, 2 contests, 2 wins, and 1 by mighty TKO. From Wickford, in Essex, ladies and gentlemen, he is the instigator, Sonny! The man of the bell is John Smith. Third man inside the ropes looking after these boys is Mark Bates. Let's go, boys, you know it's a stake.
Well, What a ring walk that was from Sonny Hardy. He is a man who enjoys lapping up the crowd, and rightly so. 2-0 Sonny Hardy. Boxing out of West Ham. He's in the West Ham colours, as you can see, fighting out of the red corner. His coach, Kevin Mitchell. And he's up against Engel Gomez, El Kahiti, Nicaraguan, who lives in Slovakia. 23 years old, but he's had 31 bouts. Done 145 rounds for an experienced journeyman. But Sonny Hardy showing his intent straight away, and he's made it quite clear that he wants to move through the ranks quickly. The man from Essex made his debut in July with a points win. He was last out in October. He stopped Jules Phillips in the 3rd round. Kevin Mitchell says, oh goodness me, oh dear me, this could be an early night. Gomez having to hang on, do everything he can to try and evade these shots, but Sonny Hardy, goodness me, threw everything but the kitchen sink at the little Nicaraguan, and he somehow has managed to come through. And goodness me, Denzel, what an explosive start.
And even a smile at the end of it by the Nicaraguan.
I mean, fair play to him for getting through that.
Speechless for a bit. I mean, not for words, he just went straight for it.
Yeah, he must be thinking, all right, all right, mate, give us a second. Absolutely, yeah, certainly. But goodness me, Sonny Hardy, I think the adrenaline of that ring walk just all got unleashed on
that's a good left hook.
the Nicaraguan. Once he got him under the ropes there, there's a bit of showboating and entertaining here from Sonny Hardy. Certainly here to put on a show. He's been very clear about that.
Yeah, no, Sonny Hardy's a good fighter. I've seen him box.
He is. Well, he's been doing a lot of sparring with Joe Cordina, of course, the Welshman who recently defended his super feather IBO title. Incredibly skilled operator, Joe Cordina. So sparring with him will certainly have helped him at this stage. He goes by the Instigator, does Sonny Hardy, and his coach Kevin Mitchell in the corner, who says he met him as a 12-year-old kid and told his dad that if he was coaching and managing when he was older, then he would coach him, and that's what he's doing, and he's coaching him to an explosive start in this opening round. Goodness me. Yeah, so Kevin said he wanted to work with Sonny. When he met him as a 12-year-old, he said to his dad, I want to work with him when he's older, and that's exactly what's happened, and it's obviously a partnership that's boding well. He said they've been working on neatening him up Sunday, just making sure that he's neat and tidy. That's the thing that they're working on at the moment.
Well, I hear that, but anyone attached remotely to Kevin Mitchell is going to be a fighter. Because I've known Kevin from the day he turned professional, and I know the style Kevin brings, and I mean, historically, even if I'm using that word again, historically,
I was just saying Dens before, he never said the word until Spencer came over, and we said boxing historian, and now historical's made it into every round. I think Spencer said, I'll give you a fiver every time you say historical.
But the point, left foot, right hook.
I tell you what, this is a great little rally from the Nicaraguan as well. They're going toe-to-toe, battling out in the centre of the ring.
And this is
superb stuff from both fighters.
Before I was interrupted by the fighters, what I was about to say is that anyone remotely connected to Kevin Mitchell is going to be a fighter, because you take on the characteristics of your trainer. If your trainer is one of those trainers that study the sweet science, there's a great chance that you will be a sweet science boxer.
And do you prefer to work with fighters who are sort of box with a style and a type that you're most comfortable with, or are you one of those who likes to adapt? Does it matter to you? Do you look for that in a fighter before you take them on?
I love the knockout, but I love puncher boxers.
And is that what you look for in a boxer?
I don't look for them. We find them. We find each other.
All right. So there you go. If you're that style of boxer,
so it's
hook yourself up with Sundays waiting for you.
100%. If you're a boxer,
go find him. We're seeing in the replays here that incredible flurry from Sonny Hardy in the opening round. Goodness me, the Nicaraguan really had to hold on for dear life there. What on earth is in store? Sonny has made it very clear that his intention, as you had heard right at the end of the video that we were just running before his ring walk, where he said, I'm not here to take part, I'm here to take over. If you're going to have that sort of rhetoric, then you need to come out with intentions and authority and put on a real performance, and that is exactly what he's doing.
Absolutely. I think he's settled down a little bit now. He's more thinking about the shots and not just rushing in, because fair play to the Nicaraguan, he also is firing back, but I think if Sonny just settles down, which he is now, uses jab, he may find that knockout.
The crowd certainly enjoying this one. One of a long line of top quality boxers to come out of West Ham, and got the whole support here behind him. Nice combinations from Sonny, as you say, really taking his time now, Sonny, and working his way in a little bit more thoughtfully.
Any boxer that comes out the West Ham boxing club, I always think of the late great Nicky May. You know, someone who really trained all the West Ham boxers in a particular, always fight.
Oh, goodness me. And I tell you what, it's got to be switched on to Gomez, because when he fires, he really lets rip with those shots, those hooks. Wild swings as they may be at times, if they land, you could be in trouble. Nice shot to the body as well. There it goes, that wild swing again. It missed that time, but if he connects with one of those, he could be in trouble. Both fighters landing clean there. Both managed to take them.
This is such
another superb fight for the fans to enjoy here.
Yeah, Gomez ain't shying away from the fight. He's coming straight back.
Yeah.
And here we've got a little bit of a mix of the previous two fights. At times, a little bit tentative and thoughtful, but when they go, they really go, don't they? Heated exchanges. Got a bit of a mix of the two here.
And again,
lovely stuff.
Looking at a brief glance of Gomez's career, of his 8 wins, he has 4 KOs. So he can punch a bit as well. So you can see that because he's firing with total intention when Sonny hits him. So this is such an
To be fair, Sonny, anything can happen when these two go toe-to-toe in centre ring.
Anything.
They're both open, aren't they? And they're both firing with big shots.
Big shots.
They're both getting caught.
Sonny's got to mind that overhand right because the Nicaraguan is throwing it freely. Again, but that's a good counter by Sonny.
Denz, if you were advising Sonny here, would you want him to go toe-to-toe with him?
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
What would you be telling him to do? Because it seems to me the only time that Gomez looks likely to land and is landing is when he goes toe-to-toe with him.
Yeah, I'd be telling him to stick to his boxing. He's a much better boxer. He's quicker, he's slicker. I mean, you're giving him a chance every time you step in.
Just doesn't need to do it, does he?
But I think he's taking the crowd a bit.
He's wide open, Sonny. The Nicaraguan's caught him with a couple of big shots. If he had more power than Nicaraguan, Sonny would have been in big trouble there. Because he landed that one flush on the chin.
He could have stepped round as that attack was going on, but he decided to just throw back. You know, but that's the heart of the West Ham.
I was just thinking to myself that sometimes when you have such a big crowd and big support, you end up forgetting about everything you've been learning in the gym and end up fighting for the crowd. And sometimes not, or a lot of times not to your advantage. So,
and that again is another thing to learn, is it's only his 3rd fight. That York Hall has got a big crowd with him. It's just down the road, of course. Hails from Essex, you know, and as he says, he's made his intentions clear of what he wants to do in the sport, but there's a way of going about it, and in this fight perhaps he'll get away with it, landing big shots or shipping big shots even from Gomez, as we've seen here on the replays, but with another fighter who perhaps possesses more power, is going to be really open to that, and he could find himself in huge trouble. So again, maybe that's what he meant Sunday, Kevin, about we've been neatening him up, tidying up. Maybe he means in that regard.
Yes, absolutely. But you know, I'm going to reiterate again, it's not always about the power, it's the timing. If someone catches you unawares, it can have as much damage as a power punch. So
it certainly seems to go in Gomez's favour, doesn't it, if he draws him into a toe-to-toe exchange?
Absolutely.
Because at this kind of range that they're at now, Gomez really doesn't look like landing at all, does he?
No, it's just that overhand right. I'm very, very...
That's better there from Hardy, from distance, just stepping in and then stepping back again and creating that distance again. And when he does that, Gomez is really unable to land anything. As soon as Gomez steps in, Hardy just takes a step back, and if anything, he'll just walk him onto a backhand if he times it right. He wants to avoid getting as exciting as they are for the crowd. Really wants to avoid those toe-to-toe exchanges, but much better this from Hardy. And I suspect that's what's been said in the corner, Dennis.
That's good boxing, mate.
Just get back to your boxing, relax, don't play to the crowd. That's it, and that's it.
And I don't think they'll have enjoyed the fact that he took some of those big shots right in front of the corner. I'm sure they've been saying, don't put us through that again, please.
Most definitely.
Sonny appears more focused this round now. I'm looking.
It's not as erratic, is it? And looking at this, you're looking at a fighter in control.
Yeah, he's looking to counter-punch.
And I think sometimes when you're a fighter that likes to get involved in those kind of battles, you can feel like you're not doing enough and you're not doing anything. And when you're just picking them off and boxing nice, you think, oh, I'm not doing enough, I've got to go into battle. And actually, that's not the case, because he's winning the rounds and looking a much better boxer this way, rather than getting embroiled in a battle it doesn't need to be in.
Yeah, giving Gomez a chance.
Yeah, and this is what the embryonic stages of your career are all about. It's the learning.
Some fights are when we're thinking, aren't they? You don't have to go into battle.
100%.
He's picking battles in the first 2 rounds that it didn't need to be in, but now that's not the case, and it's equally dominant in a completely different way than a big toe-to-toe battle would be, because he is completely controlling the pace, the distance, the range, and it's all working to his advantage. Really, I mean, this is, Sunday, what you'd be looking for in a fighter. Definitely. Presumably that's what's been said to him in the corner, and he has been able to make those adaptations in between rounds, and that is crucial for a fighter's development.
Definitely. The fact that he can adjust from the instructions of his corner is another great sign for a young professional. He just needs to keep it like that. I'm still wary. I just don't want him to fall asleep on, the overhand right, which the Nicaraguans are obviously looking for again. But that's a good counter by Sonny. And a right, and that's it. There you go. Check left hook. And now he's going himself. You give him a check left hook and you do the little early shuffle, but don't stand there. Don't stand there.
Just switched off for a second there after that lovely check-up, which he admired himself before any of us did, and that's fair enough, but switched off just momentarily after what was pure concentration for 3 excellent minutes of boxing from Sonny Hardy, and he'll probably get back to the corner feeling like, I haven't really exerted myself, I haven't put it in, but that is the right tactic and the right way to box against this opponent, and that's what it's about. You don't always have to go into battle, you just have to do what's necessary to win, and we can see here
that was at the end of the run.
The range and the distance that when Sonny can keep it that way is so effective, and the Nicaraguan just doesn't even get a look in, does he? Doesn't get a say.
It's only when he stands still, the Nicaraguan does get a look in. And when he's boxing like this at the end of his jab, moving around, doing the check left hooks, there you go. It's really good.
Here we go then.
Brilliant matches.
And Sonny said that after the fight, and we were talking about after fight treats before, Dens, weren't we? And his is quite specific. There's a Domino's pizza involved, but then far more specifically a beef bagel from Brick Lane. So I'm sure that Sonny's gonna, should he come through this one and have a good finish to the final round, he'll enjoy beef bagel on Brick Lane after this, and deservedly so. But let's see what this final round has in store. We saw an excellent display of boxing from Sonny in the 3rd round, avoiding that toe-to-toe, switched off right at the end of the 3rd, but very much the look of concentration on his face now, not wasting any shots. And he's obviously trying to set the shots up, isn't he now? You can see he's really thoughtful about his work. He's pinning his man in the corner, but he's not going wild like we saw in the 1st round. He's taking his time to choose the right shot.
The thing is, he's timing the Nicaraguan's right hand now with a left hook and a right hand. So this is, you can tell that the fullness of Sonny's work is what's setting him apart here in these final 2 rounds and this last round.
Well, he's certainly brought the razzmatazz. Sonny has got glittery boots, he's got glittery shorts, he had a very entertaining ring walk where he lapped up the crowd, and he's brought that into the fight as well. And another intriguing round here, halfway point of the final round, as these two at close quarters, fast exchanges. And the Nicaraguan, I mean, Engel Gomez has boxed brilliantly here as well. I mean, he's more than brought his... Oh, goodness me. That was, he overran right on the way from Gomez, but didn't manage to get through, thanks to that shot from Sonny Hardy. Nice doubling up on the jab there from Hardy.
Yeah, just keep him at distance, Sonny, and he'll be all right. There you go. In and out, in and out. That's all Sonny needs to do. And don't stand there in the center of the ring or with his back against the ropes. And when he's boxing like this, there's no danger.
Really impressive performance this from Sonny Hardy.
In and out. Brilliant.
Happy to entertain. He's got lots of charisma and personality, which he expresses himself with in the ring, as we see there. He's got to stay switched on, though. 40 seconds to go in this one. He'll want to, his corner certainly will want him to keep his concentration in between the showboating. That's, for some boxers, it is just part of their personality, and that's fine. Just have to stay focused as well. Oh, we're having a shuffle off now. We've got a bit of everything in this one. We're having a bit of Strictly, river dance, bit of everything. Back to the boxing now, though. Looks like he's trying to draw him into a toe-to-toe brawl again. As we come to the closing stages of this, the Nicaraguan ringing it to Sonny Hardy, but he manages to box off the back foot and see out the round. A shutout victory for Sonny Hardy, surely. What a good performance from him. And we did see a bit of everything there, Tunde. We saw he'll go toe-to-toe, he'll mix it, but we saw what he can do, and he keeps it at range. Really lovely technical boxing.
The good thing what he done there is he used his intelligence in the last round. And the final 2 rounds, to be honest with you, because he knew he couldn't stand still with this Nicaraguan, because the Nicaraguan is very, very dangerous with overhand rights and what have you. But I like the way Sonny used his intelligence in the final round to hit a move.
And that check-up, Jens, when he used it now and then, was really effective, because the Nicaraguan was sort of lunging in, wasn't he, wanting to bring him into a toe-to-toe, and when he just did that check-up and he was gone, it was and it always looks good, that, doesn't it? It looks flashy. I was never able to do that, but I always wished I could.
Yeah, you got to time it well. I mean, he realised that the Nicaraguan was just jumping into shots, and he just thought, I'll use a little check-up and come out of the way, and whenever it landed, it was nice to see, and it was very effective.
Well, a great performance from Sonny Hardy, and certainly a crowd pleaser, and he's entertained them this evening. Let's go for the official result to our MC, Vernon Ray.
He wants to put his robe on him. He wants to put the mighty irons on his back. Let's sort you out, Sonny. You're looking a mess, mate. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 rounds of boxing, again this evening we are with the referee's scorecard. Scoring the contest, 39 points to 37 points. And your winner, and still unbeaten, Sonny Hardy!
Joins Ali Drew now at ringside.
Sonny, you move to 3-0. We get to do your interview this time. What a fight we have just witnessed. Just talk me through it.
It was frustrating. Initially, we was meant to be doing 6 threes, but obviously due to circumstances well out of my control, we dropped down to 4 rounds, but we still managed to get in there. We still managed to get a performance on, and a big Merry Christmas to everyone.
Yeah, and it looks at one stage of the first round, you might get it over early. And some of the exchanges at the end of the second between you both, is that your toughest fight so far?
It's my toughest fight so far, 100%. It makes a change to have an opponent that wants to stand toe-to-toe and come forward with you as well. And this lad, didn't matter how much I hurt him, he was recovering quickly. But that's what I want. I want to get them rounds in. I thought I did plenty enough to win all 4 rounds. But listen, a win to win, on to the next.
Definitely. John, bring you in. I mean, what a fight. Some of those exchanges between them.
Superb. He's a golden child, this lad. 3 fights with us now. Hopefully we'll have him out again soon. Absolute class. I thought you were going to blow him away in that first round. You're right, it was meant to be a 6, it was a 4 in the end. But actually every round was great, and these Nicaraguans, they're tough to beat. I'm sitting there wanting to get a knockout as normal, but the fact he didn't makes the matchmaker's job a bit easier on the next one, because he stopped the last fella and everyone don't want to fight him. But really good fight. You look great. You got the rounds under the belt. Last time you didn't get them all because you got the stoppage, and you'll be out again in the new year. Spoke to Kev. Onwards and upwards. Definitely a 6 rounder next time, as it's meant to be, and an even tougher challenge. Well done, mate.
And as always, huge support in here for you.
Yeah, I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who's come out, paid the hard-earned money to come and support me, and to all of those tuning in on FightZone, and just to everyone who's shown support, whether it's via social media or just friendly messages. And a big thank you to all of my sponsors, Sight King, Format Scaffolding, and Pagan Construction Limited. Without you guys, it wouldn't be possible.
Well done, Sonny. Another great performance.
Thank you very much. Merry Christmas, everybody. See you all next time.